Hi guys, and welcome to vegandiverkatt. Today I have another video of Instructor Chats with Kat, this time giving you my 5 top diving accessories that I think you should have and everyone should have when they're going diving. I did a similar video a few years ago, however I wanted to do an updated one just to kind of keep you updated with the accessories I use every time I dive. Now, the number one accessory that I use every time is a mask strap. As you guys know, I've gone through a lot of hair journeys and hair troubles, and majority of that has been because of my scuba diving career. So these kind of silicone mask straps actually rip out a lot of hair. Therefore, having a nice, soft mask strap, neoprene mask strap, or other material mask strap can actually protect your hair quite a bit from being ripped out of your head. So I would highly recommend getting yourself a mask strap. Most dive companies sell these all around. This one is one I got from Sea Fans. It's pretty cute. It's a small business, and I just love supporting small businesses, so check that one out. My next tip for having accessories for scuba diving is a good pair of gloves. Now, I have been using Adreno gloves for many years now. This is actually my second pair, and I love these ones because they have this like super grippy material, and gloves are good for several reasons. One, they keep you warmer, especially if you're like me and a big wuss in the water. Two, it's much safer to remove any trash or debris that you may find on your dive if you have gloves on. Just to ensure you don't get any cuts and things like that. I also find it just more comfortable to dive with gloves. Unfortunately, in some areas, they do not allow you to dive with gloves because having gloves encourages people to touch coral and other creatures. So even if you do have gloves, please do not touch the underwater environment for your safety and the creature's safety, because even if you're wearing a good pair of gloves, things like lionfish barbs can still actually get through them and hurt you, and you can still damage coral and stuff by touching gloves. So yeah, don't touch stuff, but wearing gloves is great for removing trash and staying nice and comfortable. Also, when speaking of crucial accessories, when it comes to being streamlined for diving and swimming, you may want to be hairless. So that is why you should get yourself a plastic-free leaf shave razor, which is good for the planet and for yourself since it has no plastic, it is fully metal, and you can get yourself one with a discount down there. So protect the planet while getting a fantastic close shave and get that speedy underwater streamlineness that you may want if you're diving without a wetsuit, because you know, some of us are lucky and live in tropical conditions. My next tip for diving, and this is whether you're free diving or scuba diving, is a torch. Now, you guys may know Orcatorch is a brand I really love because every torch I've had from them works very well. You can see that. There's a lot of light, they are rechargeable and quite affordable. I also like that their buttons are buttons, they're not the other mechanisms which get stuck. And yeah, they have overheating protection. They have several hours battery life. I think it's 8 hours for this one. But yeah, you can watch my bunch of videos I have on reviewing specific torches. But I think just having a torch is fantastic underwater because it really brings out the color when you're scuba diving. Gives you a whole different perspective because, as we know, the deeper we go down, the more color we lose just because the rays of sunlight do not get to actually penetrate as deep. So we lose red first and then so on according to the color spectrum. So having a torch really brings back the color, whether it is just for your visuals or you have a camera and you want to get some nice footage of underwater. So a torch is awesome. It's also great into looking into little cracks and crevices, as you never know what little creepy crawly creatures may be hiding in there. So it really helps even in the daytime. For night dives, a torch is a must-have. So yeah, definitely get yourself a torch. you can get one of these ones in the bio. So head on over there and check it out. The next dive accessory I would recommend all scuba divers have is a compass. Now, a lot of dive computers nowadays have integrated compasses. However, dive computers can still be $500 or more per dive computer. A casual compass can cost you less than $100. You can get these on secondhand websites. Mine's actually broken, so I may need a new one. It's not looking very nice. It's a little discolored, but I've had this compass since I was 14 and it survived basically everything. Wait, is it still telling me where north is? Yeah, that's about right. So never mind, it still works. Having a compass really helps to make sure you navigate your way back to the boat, that you know your bearings underwater, and it's just a great part of underwater navigation, which you learn more about in your advanced open water course. But even so, you can practice on land, and it's just an exciting way to kind of try new patterns, so you don't always have to swim back and forth. You can try some funky shapes. You can try a square and things like that. It's also great if you ever need to do a recovery dive and you need to do some search patterns. So a compass, must have. They're not too expensive. Now, the last item that I would recommend everyone has is a dive knife. As you can see, mine's getting a little bit rusty, so it is also very important to clean your knives after every single dive. But a knife is not an attacking knife. It is our digging, prying, cutting tool. So if you ever need to cut some line, like fishing line that you find entangled on things, you can use this little notch over here. If you need to free a creature that's trapped underwater, if you need to remove trash, this is great. If you ever become entangled again, this is great. So having a knife on you in a lot of countries is actually compulsory. So in Queensland, it was one of those safety mechanisms that you must have along with your safety sausage and whistle, which I'm not even including in this video because you need to have them when you're diving for your own safety. But a knife is not compulsory in certain parts of the world, but I would definitely recommend having one just for your safety. Because if you get entangled, you want to be able to disentangle yourself. If you want to hear more about untangling, you can check out the review video I did for Baywatch, where part of what they did was trying to untangle someone underwater who got trapped in some fishing net. So yeah, a knife is a great tool for your safety, and it helps on cleanups. As you guys know, I'm really interested in marine conservation and sustainability, so I like to give you guys an educational spin on all things scuba diving while considering how we can best protect our planet and environment. If you want to learn more about this, please feel free to join the Ocean Pancake podcast group on Facebook, where we chat about all things conservation and sustainability, or listen to the podcast. Or you can also join the Patreon, where a whole bunch of us chat about all things. You can vote on future topics. Let me know what you like. Shh. Sorry, my puppies came. What you guys want me to talk about, and I can answer questions one-on-one in more detail about all things scuba diving. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, what are some of your must-have scuba diving accessories? I would love to know, do you have all of these 5? So the mask strap, the gloves, the torch, the knife, and the compass, or are there some other ones I've missed out? Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.